viewers too. Then
The viewer won't see what we're gonna say. They just gonna see what Grenzor is gonna be doing.
so that okay, I gotta okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to High School Esports show match against our Dogecoin. We do have a High School Esports staff in the lobby as well as Dogecoin's team as well. So it's gonna look to be a pretty interesting match. For those of you that have been here the past couple of weeks, you may know me by now. I am Jesse Fresh, and Pyrotechnics actually will not be with us today. I'm joined by Hyper Destroyer.
Hey guys. So today on blue side is gonna be high school league versus Dogecoin on the red side, which is gonna be interesting. And I want to see what kind of bans and what kind of pick for the team comp they're gonna be doing today.
Oh yeah. Well, we're waiting to see, and the Lee Sin is actually going to be banned out first.
Let's see what Birdman's gonna ban for the red side.
Riven ban. Captain here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Riven have been banned out on the red side,
honest, I don't really care.
so I guess they're gonna target whoever's top lane.
Early Nile.
No, yeah, Riven is definitely a really strong ban. Riven is just one of those champions that can carry extremely hard, and she has a lot of power in the early game, allowing her to transition that easily into mid game. And by taking that away, they pretty much nullify that from ever happening. Do see Kill as well coming out.
Kel would be a good top lane or mid laner. For the team fight, her ult's gonna be very useful, so I can see that as a really good ban. And also the Rengar also have been banned.
Looked you up.
A Rengar jungle.
Yeah, so because Riven, Rengar, and Kha'Zix are my
Rengar
top 3
jungle
play champions, so we'll
It's
see if they
really
ban Kha'Zix.
dangerous, but he can't really gank official.
Well, so you're gonna do that old mummy jungle.
Maybe. Shit. Master E.
I was looking good as hell last night at that wedding, man. Oof.
Grendel. Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
No. I didn't need to be. Oh, yeah, it was
Hold on,
ceremony
Charlie, stop
and
talking.
cocktails.
Do you want to pick me Kha'Zix? I can hear like a replay of what's happening. Can you guys?
No.
No. Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix.
Yeah, Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix. No.
That he's had a lot of games on Master E, and they want to put him on an uncomfortable champion. So we do have Bonezord locking in that Ziggs, a lot of poke, a lot of free damage, and a lot of siege pressure. And especially when they're getting siege, he'll have the wave clear to stop from actually happening. It's an overall pretty solid choice, even especially as the first pick. It's going to be really difficult for Dogecoin to answer that Ziggs pick in the mid lane. We might be seeing an Orianna actually to come out, a bit of a safe pick against the Ziggs. Orianna's just a safe pick overall. they may try to be a little bit more aggressive. They could go for an all-in champion, which would effectively counter Ziggs. Maybe like a Fizz or a Zed. A Talon would be great as well. But I'm thinking a bit too much into it. We'd have 10 seconds. We're waiting for the Birdman and Fat Jesus to lock it in. And there it is. There's that Fizz pick I was talking about. Fizz in the mid lane is going to do so well. Not too well in the early game, but at level 6, he has a lot of all-in potential that Ziggs cannot handle. And Fat Jesus locking in Soraka, a lot of sustain in that bottom lane, especially around the global map. Once she hits level 6, if a duel does go in favor of blue team, at any point, once Soraka hits level 6, she'll be able to completely turn that duel around while still in that bottom lane. Overall, really solid choices so far from red team. And
on the blue side, they locked in Kha'Zix, which is a hyper carry jungler, which is very interesting since they have a Fizz and a Soraka. In locking in a Kha'Zix, so they're gonna go for counter jungle.
They're looking for late game. We can see it evidently already from the Ziggs pick, the Kha'Zix, and the Tristana. Those are 3 late game monsters. They do so much damage at that point in time that it's so difficult to actually stop them. As it is, there's not a lot of tankiness so far, so we might see some tankier top end jungle picks. Maokai is available. That would be a really great pickup for them. And in the jungle, we could be seeing a Jarvan. A Jarvan would be actually really good against the Mumu. A lot of early pressure against the Mumu, who's going to be a little bit weaker pre-6. And then at level 6, he's still going to be equally as strong with the Cataclysm under his belt. So Uber Bowser is going to lock in that Mumu, and we're going to see Bong Hoot on the Jax.
Grenadzor chose the Trundle to go against the Jax. I
would say that's a great pick as well, because Trundle is sort of an off tank. He will build damage, and then his ultimate, he will take any tank stats that Jax or Mumu bought as the game went on, and he'll steal that, put it onto himself, and there you go. You have a tank right there in the form of Trundle that does an insane amount of damage as well. It's a really great pickup, knowing, and especially because there's really only one true tank on the side of red team so far. If they do that, Trundle will put his ultimate onto Amumu, and now Amumu is a low damage tank with low defense stats as well. He will be completely blown up when he decides to go in using the Banish Toss and Curse the Sad Mummy. Sure, it will lock the team down, but they'll be able to blow him up so insanely quickly. And the last pick on Dogecoin is going to be the Lucian. So teams have been locked in. We're going to be seeing Trundle in the top lane versus Jax. In the jungle, it's going to be Kha'Zix versus Amumu. And then in the mid lane, it's going to be Ziggs versus Fizz. And in the bottom lane, we're going to see a matchup of Tristana Morgana versus Lucian Soraka. It's going to look to be a great match.
Just looking at the Trundle, he decided to go with Ignite instead of Teleport. So I guess he's trying to go for early poke kill against the Jax.
It's most definitely a really good choice. Jax arguably is probably the weakest pre-6. That's really when you have opportunities to kill him. And auto attack based champions like the Trundle, they don't do too well post-6 against the Jax because of the counter strike. Sure, they could have the opportunity to get the kill, but it's significantly less. It's significantly less post-6. The Ignite is, it's a good choice, but if he can't get ahead in that lane before Jax hits level 6, then the Ignite wasn't worth it, because as it is, he's giving up global pressure for lane pressure, and if Bong Hu on that Jax is able, if Bong Hu on that Jax is able to survive in that lane, he's definitely going to be ahead. He'll be able to provide pressure around the map for his team, and inevitably they're going to be winning global objectives that Trundle can't help his team take.
The Lucian against Tristana, that the two hyper carry that is most used in competitive scenes gonna be going here, which is gonna be interesting with a Shiraka support, so they have sustain for the Lucian, while on the blue side, Tristana with Morgana, so they're gonna go for poke and damage, but with the Shiraka there, I want to see how this turns out for bot lane.
Mm-hmm. So in that mid lane, we do see Ziggs picking up Flash and Clairvoyance. What are your thoughts on that? In my opinion, right now, he's pretty much expecting himself to not have any sort of pressure in that mid lane against the Birdman on Fizz after 6. He's not trying to go. I don't think he's going to go for kills, but he's going to be looking for picks around the map, especially with the Clairvoyance. He's going to be throwing that down, giving his team vision, and then he'll be able to throw that Super Mega Inferno Bomb anywhere on the map where he has that vision. It's going to be a really great scouting tool, especially while the junglers are doing their first clears. He'll be able to spot on a Mumu during it, and that information could allow Kha'Zix to invade safely, take stuff away from a Mumu, delaying the level 6. So overall, it's a great choice, but he's really giving up a lot of lane pressure by taking that Clairvoyance.
Yeah, since he's giving up the pressure, Kha'Zix might be getting the jungle from a Mumu, and then hoping mid lane, pushing back Fizz, or even managing to kill him. Because Fizz, if after he used Trickster, there's nothing he can do to get away from the Kha'Zix or the Ziggs. With the Kha'Zix Voice Spike and Ziggs W, they could slow down the Fizz and try to kill him before he get back to the tower.
And it's really good too, because Fizz is most assuredly going to be relying on the playful Trickster to farm in that lane against the Fizz, a high poke mid laner and a high poke, high pressure mid laner. And by doing that, it's going to set him up. It's going to set Kha'Zix up for a lot of opportunities to gank that mid lane. And if he can take advantage of that, Ziggs is definitely going to get ahead. So you guys are clearly in game. We are gonna be dealing with a bit of a 3-minute delay. So we have to apologize for the inconvenience right now. We'll try our best to keep you entertained in what's actually happening around the map. What you guys could probably do is you could. Oh wait, no, you can't do that. Never mind, guys. I was gonna say make 2 streams and then wait 3 minutes for the other one, but this isn't YouTube. So you know what? Well, I'm gonna take this time to thank High School Esport League's sponsors. They are our Dogecoin Ball, Shiba Mint, SoCane, and the brand new sponsor from last week, Cryptiv. Just gonna get a shout out to each and every one of them, and a reminder to you guys out there that are watching, next week we'll begin the finals for High School Esports League's tournament, and in that time I did get some information that there might be some prizes that are going to be given out, so you guys should definitely just hold off. You guys should just definitely look out for information on our Dogecoin. It's sure to be a great playoffs. I will be casting. Unfortunately, my co-caster, Hyper Destroyer here, will not be joining me then. I will be joined by a new caster. I believe his name is Sword of Lightning. So we are into the rift. And teams are coming out.
Look like everyone's buying their item really fast, except Jax, with probably having some difficulty loading in.
Yeah, no pause. Okay, there's no need for a pause. He will be there in the event of a invade, but Ziggs is being really aggressive. Yeah, Mumu, he does not want to start bandage toss just for the hope of a kill. If Ziggs was able to get away, then not only would it completely destroy Amumu's early clear time, but he would force his bot lane to help him take that blue buff and possibly even wolves, depending on how low he gets. And just things like that would definitely have messed him up a lot harder. So we're not going to be seeing that coming out.
An enemy has been slain.
A lot of good starts coming out. I keep saying coming out, I apologize. Soraka actually, decided to go for the amulet coin. Yes, Dr. Senpai. Yeah, Dr. Senpai. We do apologize. We did not have a streamer that was not participating in the game. So we're dealing with a 3-minute delay, unfortunately. And we're going to try to have that resolved for the next game.
Soraka was starting with Ancient Coin instead of Spell Thief, which is... I guess they're going for mobility later after the Ancient Coin is maxed out to Tales of Ascension, I believe.
Well, the thing is that with Soraka starting Ancient Coin, she's probably expecting a lot of early pressure from Bonesard, and he's being really aggressive as well. They're level 1, and they're already pushing that bottom lane out of experience range. And so the Ancient Coin is probably for a little bit of extra sustain that she wants. In that top lane, Jax is taken pretty low by the Trundle already. A lot of pressure going down, and Trundle taking really nice advantage because of that.
Pre-6. The pre-6 Jax can't really do anything. Meanwhile, mid lane, Ziggs is poking down the Fizz really well, almost killing him for first blood.
Another Q did come out, but he's gonna sidestep it. He needs to be careful. Birdman, he's staying in that lane.
Jax got ignited by Trundle and fall down to Trundle, and Trundle got the first blood.
And then we do see
Bot
the
lane.
Ignite is... Oh, the Ignite is able to pick up the kill, and another in the mid lane as well, and in the jungle.
The jungle. This chaos.
This high school esports leagues team, they want the blood of our Dogecoin. They are showing them who is boss. Another dark binding onto the Soraka, and she's gonna be taken fairly low. She needs to be careful. She's out of mana. Grundle's Lord on the Trundle. He was looking to go back, but he's canceled it, possibly wanting to go again onto the Jax. Ward does go out into the bush, so he won't be able to play the bush tactics anymore. Counter-Strike just being channeled, but he's just gonna sidestep it. And another dark binding and the tormented soil onto the Soraka. She's taken so low, and the explosive shot will be able to take that kill. This bottom lane is looking really good. Killed in every single lane so far. It's not looking good for this our Dogecoin team.
High school league sport is coming out with a bang right now. 5-0 at 4 minutes, and a 2,000 goal lead.
Yep, and Bonezor, he is just zoning out that Lucian so well. The Lucian, he was forced to auto attack him, and it's just crazy. He can't even farm in that lane despite the wave being so close to his tower. In the top lane, we did see a gank coming out from the Kazakhs. Tristana taking a lot of aggression from the Lucian. Yeah, and then the mid lane we do see.
Right, the ignite came off from Fizz. Kazakhs come in for the counter gank, and Ziggs getting ignite and the kill for Fizz and Kazakhs.
Really great. Unfortunately, high school esports league, they did give up a kill in the bottom lane. Tristana did fall, but it wasn't to the Lucian. That wasn't the person they wanted that kill on. It did go to the Soraka. Lucian, he's gone back. He has a second Doran's Blade, but Tristana with 2 kills and 2 assists at 6 minutes. She has a BF sword, and she's looking really good right now. She's gonna come back into that lane, and Lucian is not going to be able to fight that. She's level 5. She's fairly close to level 6 as well. She's actually that's a lie. She's not close at all. She's just at level 5. Oh, a flash! Oh! He dies under tower, and then here comes the gank from Kha'Zix. He's level 6 against Soraka's level 4, but the minions will keep him from dying. We could be seeing a very early 20-minute surrender. It's not looking good for this Dogecoin team. Banghoot in that top lane. He has a pretty decent CS lead against that Trundle, but here comes the gank from the Kha'Zix. Amumu, he's been pushed out of his own jungle. And High School Esports, they're being really aggressive. A nice ward by the blue buff of Amumu. They're going to look to take that away when it does spawn. Fizz is still level 5 compared to Zig's level 6.
Zig's level 7 now, actually.
No, level 6. That is correct. And level 6 is halfway there for the Tristana. Lucian is still level 4. Once she hits level 6, we could be seeing a kill in that bottom lane. So far, Morgana, she has been pretty low in that lane, and a lot of aggression going on to him.
Aggression.
She lives, actually, the dangerous game, keeping her alive. And Low Luck Zord, will he be able to pick up the kill? And he does. 3 kills and 3 assists over onto that Tristana. She is going to be a huge force. Mega Inferno Bomb in the mid lane, able to pick up that kill onto Fizz. And there comes the invade from the Kha'Zix, jumping in onto Mumu. He's level 6 compared to Mumu's level 4, and he's gonna fall to Bandage Toss, getting the stun, but the Leap will be able to take that kill. In High School Esports League, they have a huge advantage. Only the mid and the top lane have hit level 6 for them. Amumu is level 4 in that bottom lane. Lucian's not even level 6 yet compared to Tristana's level 6 and soon to be level 7. They're working on a dragon right now, and I don't think that Dogecoin will be able to contest this. Kha'Zix is really low though.
Lucian might be able to take off Kha'Zix.
He's not. He can't. He doesn't have the culling. That most assuredly would have been a suicide mission.
Yeah, look like High School probably gonna win this. Oh, Fizz coming in for the Ignite, and Morgana got shut down by the Fizz, which is unfortunate.
This is unfortunate. It's actually gonna put a bit of gold into the Fizz's pocket. It gives Dogecoin a chance to actually come back in that mid lane, and hopefully with some roam from Fizz, they'll be able to get ahead in the other lanes as well. That bottom lane, however, is not looking too good. Lucian, he's 0-4-0 right now. Tristana, she's sitting on 1,800 gold, while Lucian, she's in terms of total gold, he is 2,000 underneath Tristana. Tristana has 4,000 gold total throughout the entire game. Lucian only has 2,000. So that's 2,000 gold she's picked up from kills and that CS lead. It's looking really good for her right now.
Yeah, everyone in High School Esports League is pretty fed right now, and the gank from the Kha'Zix top lane, which is Soraka ults as well. Trundle's taking a lot of damage, but Kha'Zix picked up the kill.
That was a really great attempt from Jax to try and pick something up. Captain Forsyth on the Ziggs, just sidestepping the Bandage Toss. And he's able to get away. They will take that top lane tower. High School Esports, they're pushing their lead even further. We got a duel coming out in that mid lane. Captain Forsyth trying to hit a skill onto the Fizz, but he is sidestepping everything. And Fizz is actually coming back in that mid lane. Ziggs finally dying. And at one point in the game, they were doing so well, but this High School Esports League, they're making some mistakes. Amumu is level 5 compared to Kha'Zix's level 9. He can't even walk into his own jungle to gain levels. He may just be forced to find a lane and try and farm there. Because if he walks into his jungle, he's gonna be met with Kha'Zix, who would be able to just completely tear him apart.
Yeah, it was at 11 minutes and they're already working on the second tier tower.
Was insane.
The damage from Morgana just... Morgana is halfway done with her hourglass right now at 11 minutes.
And Tristana, she's sitting on 800 gold right now. So when she goes back, she's going to pick up an Infinity Edge and she's just going to absolutely tear across this Dogecoin team. Kha'Zix, oh!
Missing the voice fight. Amumu surviving.
I don't think he would have been able to dive anyways. Amumu is level 5 and there would be the threat of him hitting level 6, having the Curse of the Sad Mummy. We do see the engage from Fizz onto Tristana. She is auto-attacking. Oh my god, she used the rocket jump. She used the rocket jump aggressively.
And not defensive.
Does fall. Gauge.
High School League is going in one by one. The ignite from Morgana, picking up the kill from Lucian. Soraka flash. The bind actually hit the Soraka, and that's probably gonna take her down. No! Oh, the Ziggs bomb actually did it. That's unfortunate.
You kind of miss saying that to the viewers. They missed that part. Remember, they only see what Grendelzord on the Trundle sees. So Tristana has gotten her Infinity Edge at 13 minutes, and we do see engage from Jax onto the Trundle. He does have a pretty decent health lead, but he is low on mana. Fat Jesus on Soraka, he will be there to help her ally. And Trundle, he's just gonna back right off. He will be in that bush, and he actually clears that ward out. Really, guys, denying the vision. And Tristana, at great crit, doing so much damage to the Fizz. He's definitely scared of being a little bit more aggressive. Trundle going in, has the bite onto the Jax, and we see the gank from Kha'Zix and the Amumu with the voice spikes doing so much damage. That kill going over to the Trundle is looking really good. Uber Boster on Amumu, he is looking to back away. Bonezord, he's got to be catching out. This loot, it looks as though Bonezord is actually AFK. The Dark Binding does hit. Tristana with the crit doing so much damage. Soraka with the heal will keep him alive. He will not fall just yet. In High School Esports, they will take that second tier top lane tower. And tower is now 5-0. Just the mid lane has their tower left, and they're setting their sights on it right now. All 5 of them are in the mid lane. The minion wave is slowly going to be pushing in their favor. Bonezord on the Morgana, he's waiting on the flanks, hoping to catch someone out, and doing so much damage. Just the one Dark Binding, taking Amumu down to half health is insane. Trundle, he's taken low, he's gonna fall to the Fizz. There goes the Playful Trickster, and now the Chum the Waters is on Morgana, but she does fall. Tristana Fizz does fall to Tristana. Mega Inferno Bomb doing so much damage to the Lucian and the Rocket Jump. He's trying to get a reset, and there's the double kill onto the Tristana. Dark Binding hitting the Amumu. That will be a kill onto the Fizz. Bonezord doing so much damage. Will he be able to pick up a kill onto Lucian? No, he will be able to get away after a kill onto the Ziggs. 2 members of High School Esports have died, with 4 members dying on our Dogecoin. They're going to be pushing down this mid lane tower, but with the revival of Soraka and Fizz, I don't think they'll be able to take anything after that. And he goes straight in onto the Soraka using the jump, and the voice box exhaust has been used. But the kill going over Tristana, the reset will allow her to escape. the Dark Binding onto Fizz, just to prevent any more engage to come from him. High School Esports, they have disengaged successfully, and they're setting their eyes onto the dragon. What will our Dogecoin do? Will they try to respond to it? Or will they just give it up? Trundle is there. He's taking it fairly quickly, and with the addition of Tristana and Kha'Zix, they will be able to take that away from Dogecoin. The goal lead is about